I tell you, every project that I work on, she's right there to help me. She just loves to be outdoors. Yes, I know. Welcome to Wendy Gale's Woods. I'm so glad that you're joining me today. Today we're working on flowers and landscaping and doing rock work and fountains, even wrapping beams to look like cedar logs. I hope that you enjoy my show and you come back and visit again. If you like what you see, please hit like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again, okay? Bye-bye now. Now I'm going to show you how to do many projects around your house with things that you can find in the woods or leftover lumber, things that you can make rock sidewalks, split rail fences, castle doors. Let's get started today working on a split rail fence. Come on, we're gonna go to the woods. Yeah, we're gonna go play in the woods today. Oh, you want? Yeah. You gonna help me? Are you gonna help me? She loves to go to the woods. Okay, we're in the woods now, and we're looking for some cedar posts. There seems to be a lot of cedar laying around down here, and what we're looking for is some nice big round ones, about 9 foot long, that we'll have to cut. So come on with me, and we've got a good looking one over here. This is dead. I usually don't cut anything that's alive, but we need to clean up the forest anyway, so I'm just going to trim up these dead ones. We're going to cut it down here at the root, and then we're going to count up for 9 feet, and then we're going to get about 9 of them. You got it. Come on. Look out here. Okay, I think we may have enough now. Now that we carried them all out of the woods, we have to carry them up that hill and out to the end of the driveway. I think I'm going to have to take my coat off for this. Now that we carried them all from the hill, I got this truck up here to get it out to the end of the driveway. Alright, we're done with that. So come on, have a ride with me. Okay, now it's time to unload the truck. prettier. Okay, now we're gonna head back to the house, bring up some mortar mix, and cement these blocks in. I'll see you in a little while. We're gonna start here by making forms out of 2x4s for our footings. Now I've decided to make 3 more since we're going to have 4 pillars. And let's take these out to the end of the driveway and we'll mix some concrete. I made another box for our footings and we need to pound some rebar in there for reinforcement so when we come up with the pillars and we fill them with concrete, it won't tip over. Make sure before you start pounding this rebar into the ground that there are no wires under here. So make sure you check with your power company and they'll come out and they'll tell you where your lines are and you could avoid that bad accident from happening. Okay, now that I have this rebar firmly pounded into the ground, let's go mix up some concrete mix and fill these footings. We made our forms and filled the bottom with concrete yesterday. We put our rebar in. It's almost dry, so I placed these cinder blocks for our first ones. We're going to fill them now with concrete mix. I'm going to do the same to the other side. And we're going to level them up and then go up from there. Okay, now I mixed up a batch of mortar mix. This mortar mix is what you put between the blocks as you stack them. So we're going to be doing this process to each one of these pillars. So let me show you how this is done. You want to set your block on there. And we want to make sure it's level. We want to level it each way. We're a little bit high on this end. There we go. I find it easier to use a 5-gallon bucket to put my mortar mix in. Sometimes it's easier to carry around this little bucket than it is to wheel this wheelbarrow around places where it won't fit. Okay, now we're at our top block. Boy, it sure went fast. I like working with block because it really makes it look like you've done something in a short period of time. I have to thank my neighbor for this block. He had them sitting out in his backyard. He wasn't doing anything with them and they were getting old. So I told him I would take them So I decided to use these blocks on this project. Today we're putting these cedars on these cinder blocks, and the way that we're going to be doing it is we're going to measure out the cedars, cut them with the chainsaw, and they seem to be easily wedged between those two posts. I'm going to put some mortar mix on a rock, a flat rock, and this will hold that there until we get the whole pillar rocked. And I don't think these cedars will ever come down again. Take this board. I tell you, every project that I work on, she's right there to help me. She just loves to be outdoors. Yes, I know. I know. You love to help me too. Make that fall down. Let's do the same to the other side. Like this. Okay, we want to measure the distance from these other pillars. Okay, these two pillars are about 88.5. So we want to cut these 4 cedars at 88.5 inches, and then we'll do the same process as we did on the other pillars. We'll start at the top and we'll wedge them back in with 2x4s, flat rock, and mortar mix, and we'll work our way down. So let's cut up these logs at 88.5 inches. Okay, we could use these, cut them up every 3 inches, split them in half, and make cedar chips for our garden that will last for 15 years or more. So now we're going to be putting these riprap rocks around the bottom of the poles to make the fence look like it has a little more character than just plain flat rock. So what we're going to do is put some of your mortar mix on your rock, like that. Another stick right here. If you use just small rocks, it tends to not look as pretty. It tends to go narrower in one direction. And you want it to stay nice and squared up. So you want to make sure you have a large rock, a small rock, a square rock, all in proportion, or else it won't look as pretty. Right. Stay. Gonna need a stick for that. If you have your mix thick enough where you can make a snowball, you can help make that rock stick by putting it in the crack, smoothing it out. It gets a suction, and the rock will stay. There you go. enjoyed watching the video of me making the rock pillars with cedar rails. I'm making more right now because I thought they turned out so pretty. I can't wait to see yours. I hope I inspired you. Please come back and join me. I have many more projects. If you like what you saw today, please hit like and subscribe to my page. And I certainly love your viewership. Come back and see me again. Bye-bye now.